Hey everyone, my name is Amanda McDonough and I am a deaf actor. Now I make videos also for Facebook and YouTube about deaf culture, the deaf community, just information for both the deaf and the hearing. And on my videos I get a lot of negative comments, mostly for how I choose to communicate. I became deaf later in life and I had access to English growing up. I grew up hard of hearing, I grew up in hearing culture with the hearing family and hearing friends. And I struggled to communicate. I struggled to lip read and to do well in school, but I had access to English and I was able to build the communication skills that I needed verbally. Now, when I became fully deaf, I started searching for people like me, people who I could communicate with, people who understood how much I struggled with spoken language. And I found them, I was lucky to find them, on the set of Switched at Birth. And they welcomed me and taught me sign language. And they taught me about deaf culture and introduced me to the deaf community. So I was lucky there. But that was only 2, maybe 3 years ago. So I am still continuing to learn and grow to this day. Now in my videos, I can't win. There's 3 different ways that I communicate in my videos. First way is sometimes I choose to just talk because English is my first language and it is the language I am definitely more comfortable talking in. But if I talk in English in my videos, then everyone starts saying, oh, she's not really deaf, she talks too well, or she's not acting deaf, so there's no way she actually can be deaf. I didn't know there was a way we were supposed to act. But okay, and I know Ricky has a similar problem with that. Now, if I Simcom, that's signing and talking at the same time, which I do and started doing because I grew up with all hearing family, all hearing friends, and I want them to learn sign language. I want them to be interested in my language and learn it so they can communicate with me better in the future. So showing them the signs in English on my hands was my way of helping them learn. Now, in my videos, I do it so that everyone has access to my videos. They can hear it or they can see it, and if they don't understand sign and they can't hear English, like I did at one point in my life, I have captionings on my videos as well. Now, if I do this, you think it's a win for everyone, right? No, I still continue to get comments about how my signing is not perfect ASL and that I'm not respecting deaf culture by not signing perfect ASL and by signing English on my hands. Really? I just can't win here. Now, if I listen to all of those people and now I'm isolating another group of people from understanding my videos. So it can be really difficult when it comes to making these videos that Ricky and I make, because we're just trying our best. We both grew up in hearing culture, we both grew up with English as our first language. We're doing the best we can. And we're making these videos to help not only hearing people understand deaf culture, but deaf people understand hearing culture and understand us. We're kind of like in-betweeners. We're stuck in the middle. We have been in both cultures and we're doing our best to communicate in any way we can. Now, I'm a really firm believer that all deaf people should have the right to communicate in whatever way we want. Whatever way we feel comfortable, because communication is really important. It's really necessary for life and happiness. So just the next time you're commenting on one of our videos, just think twice. Think of what we've been through. Think of what we're struggling with, and how we're just doing our best to give you this information to entertain you at the same time. Anyways, thanks so much for watching. You can see more of my work on my YouTube channel, or check out my latest 7-Up commercial on 7-Up's YouTube channel. Okay, awesome. Bye, guys.